to another TMA training video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing creating a new custodial schedule in TMA. The first step to creating a new custodial schedule in TMA is to get to that part of the application, which is in the Transactions menu, New Custodial, Custodial Route. Once I get into Custodial Route, the first one in my system will appear, and if I click the Browse tab, a full listing of my custodial schedules will appear. So if I want to create a new one, I simply click the Add button and it will be blank and you'll start filling it out. I've already got one that I've started to fill out to save a little time, and it starts with a description. So the description starts with the last four of your profit center and then followed just by other words that describe the route. So this one is the first floor of Hutton Hall. The code is an abbreviation of that. So in this case, I've got the last four of my profit code, Hutton Hall, first floor. And there is a nomenclature for this listed in the training manual that is also provided. From here, I pick my profit center, my supervisor, my shift, and the custodian that I want it assigned to, and I can also pick the facility. Now, you won't want to pick anything beyond facility because these actually work as a filter. So if I was to pick a building, I could only add areas that are for that building specifically. So I don't want to pick a building and I don't want to pick a floor, but picking a facility is fine. These other fields on the front will auto-populate after we attach areas to this schedule, which is what we're going to do next. To add areas to your new custodial schedule, you click the Routine tab. We're not going to do the Project tab or the PM tab. We're only talking about the Routine tab. From here, there's a blue hyperlink that says Add Area. When I click Add Area, it pops up the screen that allows me to pick specific rooms. So I'm on Hutton Hall. This box on the left is buildings. The box on the right is area types. So if I wanted to make a schedule that was only corridors or only offices, I could just select area types. In this case, I'm just going to go down to Hutton Hall and select it. And I'm not even going to select area types. Now, something I am going to do, remember the title of my schedule is called First Floor. So there's a column down here that shows me the flooring, in which case the first floor is 1-HUH. So if I use my flooring filter up here, 1-HUH, and click into the white space, now I've just filtered it down to the 24 records that are on the first floor. I have further filtering options such as what type of flooring it is. Does it have carpet? Is it VCT? Is it tile? Is it concrete? If I wanted to filter those out, I could do that as well. Another feature I have is the ability to select only rooms that are currently unassigned. And what that means is I could use this tool to look at rooms that have yet to be scheduled on any other custodial schedules. In this case, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to add all my rooms to this schedule. Now, if I didn't want to add them all, I could just click, hand pick the rooms I want. But most of the time, if you filter it down well enough, you can do the Select All, which is this top button. So I click the Select All, it will select all 24. I click Add Selected, and you can see it added it in the background. Now this window stays open because the system does not assume that you are done adding areas. But in this case, we are done adding the areas, so I'm going to hit the Close button. Now that I've added my rooms, you'll notice that there are no times. Times will appear after I click Save. The other thing that I can do from here while I'm adding them is change the order. So there's a number field. So if I actually wanted to clean this room first, I could put a 1 there. And it puts that one at the top and properly shifts the rest of them down. So you can get the schedule in the correct order here as well. And you can always come back and edit and change that anytime you like. So from here, let's just assume that I've got it in the order I want. I click Save. Now it shows me the times. If I was to click on the Identity tab, these fields out here that we talked about earlier are now populated because we have areas on them, and I have now assigned 18.35 hours per week to this schedule. It's still broken down in minutes and routine minutes and project minutes, and the square footage displays up here at the top. So I've scheduled 7,277 square feet and 1,100 weekly minutes. Aramark does have standards for this, such as you're trying to schedule it around a certain square footage number and around 2,250 weekly minutes. So the idea is that you add the areas and then check how many minutes in square footage you have assigned, and if it's low, go to the next floor and add more. If you went over, remove some of the areas. So if I wanted to remove areas from a template, I would go back in here. If I was, for example, if I overscheduled it, and I would click edit, and there's a trash can feature. Now I can select the ones that I want to delete and hit the delete scheduled button down here too, but if I'm only doing just one or two, I can find the ones that I want to remove and hit the trash can icon to take them off, and as usual, always remember to hit save. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great day.